Hello, welcome to Young Church. Have you ever blamed someone for doing something that was wrong, or maybe something that you thought was wrong? Perhaps someone took something from you, or hurt you in some way. Today, we're going to be hearing a story about a lady who was accused of doing something wrong and held to blame. We're going to hear about the way Jesus responded to that, and how he taught the people around him, and how he teaches us that there's a different way to behave, a different way to act. Let's hear that story from Isabel now.
Jesus went to the Mount of Olives. All the people came to him, and he sat down to teach them. The scribes and the Pharisees brought a woman who had been doing wrong. They made her stand in front of everybody and said to Jesus, "Teacher, this woman has been caught doing wrong. She has broken the law. Now in the law, Moses commanded us to throw a stone at such a woman. What do you say, Lord?" They said this to test him, so that they might have some charge to bring against him. Jesus bent down and wrote with his finger on the ground. When they kept on questioning him, he said to them, "Let any among you who has never done anything wrong be the first to throw a stone at her." And once again he bent down and wrote on the ground. When they heard it, they went away, one by one, beginning with the elders. And Jesus was left alone with the woman standing in front of him. He asked her, "Woman, where have they gone? Has no one condemned you?" She said, "Nobody, sir." And Jesus said, "Neither do I condemn you. Go your way, and from now on do not sin again."
Well, Freya, those were really tough times, weren't they?
Yeah. Throwing stones at someone till they die.
I know, that's really, really harsh, isn't it?
I'm glad they don't do that anymore.
Oh, me too. That would be terrible.
Yeah.
But do you know what, though? I think we do. I think we do throw stones at people. But not these sort of stones. I think we do throw stones in other ways.
Yeah, like
Go on then, you go first.
being horrible.
Being horrible, in what way?
Like hurtful words.
Yeah, so if somebody's done wrong, sort of telling everybody else about it and saying nasty things.
Yeah.
What about looking at them in a nasty way? You know, like, "Ooh, I don't like you." That's hurtful, isn't it, if somebody looks at you like that? So that's like throwing a stone. How about the opposite of that? How about even, I'm not sitting next to you. You pinched somebody in the playground, I'm not sitting with you.
Or maybe, I don't know, throwing a punch.
Yeah, hitting someone's not really going to help, is it? But yeah, that could be like throwing a stone if we hit them. And how about even thinking nasty thoughts about them? Because, you know,
That's horrible.
you can tell when somebody's thinking horrible things about you, can't you, really?
Yeah.
Well, it's not really helping, is it?
No.
It's not making everything better.
Maybe
I don't feel any better by doing that, do you?
Maybe we need to drop the stones.
I think we do. And you know, I think Jesus told us to do that as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
What did he tell those people to do?
He said, "Let the first of you, the one that has done everything perfect, the perfect one, the one who has done nothing wrong in his life, let him be the one to throw the first stone."
He did. So now I come to think about it, maybe I shouldn't be throwing any stones, because I think I've done things wrong.
Me too.
You too? Yeah. So maybe we ought to work at dropping these stones then. Maybe if I listen to the person I'm feeling grumpy with, I might find out why they did it. Do you
Or
think?
maybe being kind, like saying, "Would you like to be my friend?"
Maybe that would be a good one. How about, just being caring about them, thinking about the way that they feel. That might help too, mightn't it?
Yeah. Maybe if you understand, then that will help.
Yeah, showing some understanding. And the biggest one of all, I think, that we're told to do is to forgive.
Yeah,
to forgive them. And look at this. Now that we've forgiven and shown some understanding and done some listening, now look at this. We can work together now, can't we?
Yeah.
And we haven't got any more of those barriers. That's brilliant. We can turn those stones into something good.
That is laughable.
And I think you've got a really good craft idea for this, haven't you?
I have.
So we're going to let Freya tell you all about the craft idea now.
Oh, hello. I'm Freya, and I'm here to tell you about what we're going to be doing today. So, we are going to be turning horrible, nasty stones that are thrown at people into happy stones that people smile at, enjoy to look at, make them put a smile on their face. So, what you'll need for this activity is some paints and paintbrushes, oil pastels, pens, anything you like really, to make your stones look like just how you want them to be. So, we'll also need some clear varnish or clear nail varnish to put on it afterwards, because it's going outside. It needs protection from the rain, just like we needed an umbrella. So here are some we've done earlier. We've also done some stones that look like snake heads, so that we can start our Happy Stone Challenge. But I'll let my mum explain that to you. So what's stopping you? Get decorating.
That was a really great activity. Thanks, Freya. We've had a lot of fun painting our stones, and I know that you're going to have a lot of fun too. You can design it in any way you want, use any resources you want, make it as bright and sparkly and as fun as you want. And although it's really lovely to do that at home, we had a little think about how we could possibly share those thoughts and share that happiness and that colour with the people around us. So what we thought we could do, with your help, was to have a Happy Stone Challenge. Now, we've been busy painting our stones. We've painted some little snake faces. We have one here, another one here, and a final one here. And we thought that perhaps between us we could start a Happy Stone Challenge, adding to these snakes with decorated stones to make a sculpture outside each of the churches around us. So perhaps this could be the snake for St Andrews, this one the snake for St Mary's and Sheriff Hales, this one the snake for St Bartholomew's in Tong. Keep an eye open for a poster and one of these little snake heads around those churches, and when you've decorated your stone, if you live near one of those churches, perhaps you'd like to add your stone to the snake. Let's see if we can add some colour and some brightness and some smiles to the communities around us. It'd be great fun too, wouldn't it, to watch it growing and see it whenever we walk past as part of our daily exercise. Now, if like me and my girls, you don't live near one of the churches, that's not a problem. We've decided that we're going to use this extra snake head and put a little poster on our garden fence outside, so that when the children and families come walking past on their way to the park or the playing field, they might want to paint some stones too and add to our snake. It will be great to see those snakes growing, and hopefully soon I'll get to see some of the stones that you've been making. Do have lots of fun. Take care and hope to see you soon. Bye bye.